Now in this video I'm going to show you how to block in cut through areas, such as, you know, you've cut through this under counter in a kitchen and you've cut through the over presses here, and you're not sure how to render them because you don't want them necessarily to become part of the overall scheme, you just want to block them out. So usually with something like this I just block them out in a generic grey colour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take a cool grey one and I'm going to block them out. And this is to just indicate that they're not really an important part of the overall scheme. I'm going to block out the countertop as well, because again that would be a cut through too. I mean, what it does give you is an indication that if we render the end of the counter, the kitchen extends beyond the end of the counter, so it is giving you some information. Now, for the external wall, again, as interior designers, we work with the internal envelope, not the external envelope. So again, the information here is not really what we're dealing with. Now, because this elevation is so dark, I'm simply going to render this in a black. Now, unfortunately, I seem to be very low on black markers. I'm not entirely sure why. So I'm just going to take a Sharpie and block this out. You know, this is also letting you know that, you know, if you have just a generic black marker around, it's fine to use it in a rendered drawing. There's various things you can use, like, you know, you don't always have to use professional markers. You know, you can invest in a really cheap packet of kids markers too for some very bright colours that you might be using in interiors to put hits in wallpaper, cushions, or various finishing details, and that's absolutely fine. So I'm just going to block this out as best I can, and then just go over it a bit to take out the lines. So when you block out the external envelope like this, it serves to frame your drawing. Now, another thing I've noticed here too is that the kickboard here, just want to put that in. Now I'm going to enhance these as well when I put in the shading with pencil later on. Okay, so that's how you block out the external wall. Now, it's not always black. Again, sometimes it's a lighter colour. It depends on your overall scheme. But because this is a dark scheme, the black is probably perfect for that. I've blocked out the cut throughs here as well, and just made them sort of a generic colour so that they're not really red in terms of the overall scheme.